Hey guys, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I decided to do something a little different today. I've been so busy and tired lately, and I didn't really get a chance to kind of sit and meditate and decide what I would do my podcast about. So I thought that I would draw three cards from different decks and just see kind of what messages came about and try to give you messages from there and do my own interpretation. And if you're hearing it, it's because you need to hear it. It's a message for you. So the first card that I drew was, I just got a new deck, and I think I talked about this. It's called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, and it's a beautiful deck. The card I picked is There is a Stream of Love Supporting My Dreams. So to me, I think that I've been hearing a lot lately about November being a really good month for manifesting. You know, it's the 11th month, and we all know at 11/11, that is time to keep your thoughts positive because you're manifesting your thoughts. So to me, this says that, what are your dreams? What do you want to manifest? And now is the time to focus on that. We all know that we have dreams and there are things that we want, but are you really spending the time in what it is that you want to see in your life happen? You don't need to worry about how it's going to happen, because the universe always has our back, and the universe always guides us if we're listening. What you want to focus on is what it is you want to see for your life. What are your dreams? I would advise you to, and I tell people who are in my program, A Purposeful Pilgrimage, there's a whole lesson on manifesting. And one of the things that I think you should do is to spend some time thinking about what it is you want to manifest, and reflect on the things that you write down, and spend time imagining that you have those things already and giving gratitude to the universe for giving you those things. I want you to imagine that you already have it. It's already yours. And feel that feeling of gratitude for all of those things. And especially think about that with this month, with November, and with it being a really good month for manifesting. A lot of people are seeing their dreams come true. What are your dreams? And having the courage to go after your dreams. I think that that's one of the messages today. Another message that I got was from the Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and it's Immortal Treasures. And it says, within you are precious immortal treasures, gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, whether formally or informally. Your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer, in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that this is unfolding for you now. You know, a lot of people think when you say that you're a healer, they think that you mean you do Reiki, or that you're a doctor or a nurse. That's not what a healer is. You can be a healer in many different roles. A teacher is an example of a healer, because you are, when you're a teacher, you are not just teaching content. You are making connections with students, and sometimes you're the only smile they see every day. And so we heal our students just by nurturing them and being with them. You might be a healer because you have the light of God in you, and because you display that everywhere you go, and maybe people recognize you for your positivity and your kindness, and they want to be around you because you're giving off this beautiful aura. And you have a beautiful spirit and soul. And so people look at you and they think, I want to be around her because she's so positive, or I want to be around him because he really seems to be super positive and have it all, and nothing gets him down. We're kind of role models for people in that way. And as we step into our light, whatever gifts you have, in whatever ways you're using your talents, when you step into that role, we are healing other people, because we're drawing other people to us. We're calling in our tribe, and then in turn, those people are having a spiritual awakening just because they know you and they're like, why are those people so happy? I want to be like those people. And that truly is how it happens. For me, listening to a podcast where the person who did the podcast was always just so positive, and I thought, I want to feel that way again. That's what drew me in at first. And then it was the messages that I was receiving. And so I feel like a lot of you are healers just by being the people you are and having your coworkers and your friends and your family, having them around you. You are causing those people to want to be like you, to want to have your light shine so brightly. They want to be the same way because they want to experience positivity. I mean, bad things happen to all of us, but I feel like when you're on a different soul journey, we change the way we react to things that happen to us. Once we start realizing that everything that happens to us is destined to happen because it's either a blessing or a lesson. And I truly believe that. And sometimes it can be both. They're here to teach us things. And so when we really are stepping into our light, we don't react the same way to those things that happen to us like others do. And I'm not going to say that you never have a bad day and you never get down. That's not true. I mean, of course, it's hard to stay unemotional all the time. But we've just learned how to check our emotions and to realize there was a lesson in there. What is the lesson? And to go about it a different way, to really internalize things and know that it wasn't random. Things don't randomly happen to you. It happened for a reason, and there was a lesson in it. So what was the lesson? And I think when other people see that and they say, oh my gosh, this happened to that person and look how they handled it. They didn't get upset. They just looked at it from a different perspective. That's how I want to be. I want to live my life that way with more joy and not being so upset all the time by little things that anger me. I mean, I can think of, my mom. She has told me several times that just by me going through my journey, I have inspired her to try not to be as impatient and to look at things from different perspectives. So in that way, you are a healer. And many of you are healers on top of just the fact that you're healing others because your light is shining brightly within you. Some of you are teachers or nurses or doctors, or you are Reiki masters, or you are mediums and you're helping people with your gifts in that way. So whatever, you have a gift of healing. Honor that gift and know how important you truly are. The last card that I pulled was from the Archangel Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And it is nurture. And it says, Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So to me, this says that it's important to think about how you interact with children and the messages we're giving to children, especially if you're in an area where you work with children, knowing that I know myself as a teacher, I absolutely have the ability to make or break a child's day just in how I interact with that child. And so many of us forget that. And if you have children at home, sometimes when you come home from work and you've had a long day, it can be very frustrating. You can be tired and you have 50 things on your list you know you have to get done. And you're trying to get through everything so you have some time to at least relax a little bit in the evening, which for me was never really a possibility. But, you wanted to have that time. And so you might brush your children off, like they might be trying to tell you what their day was like, and you're like, yeah, okay, and you're not really listening. Or maybe you've had a bad day and you take it out on your kids when you get home because, they made a mess or they whatever. And trust me, I have been guilty of both and not proud of that, but we need to honor children too and the way that we treat them. They just want to be heard. But the other message that I get from this is also honoring your own inner child. When we honor our inner child, sometimes it means that we have to tell others no, that we don't want to do all of the things that people ask us to do or are expecting us to do, because we need to take time to nurture our inner child. We need to take time to do activities that really make us feel good and make us feel like kids again. Because when we step away from that, when we lose the joy of our inner childhood, that is when we turn bitter and angry, because we're not honoring ourselves. And so it's really important for you to honor your own inner child and to do things that really make you feel good. Go outside and get in nature and ground yourself. You need to really balance that so that you're taking care of all parts of you. We talked about being balanced. Make sure that you are honoring that inner child. So you have dreams, and now is the perfect time for those dreams to start manifesting, especially this month. So take time every day to sit and be grateful for all of the things that you're wanting to manifest. And remember, when you do that, it's this or better, and it's for your highest good. Because sometimes we sell ourselves short. I think about when I took my daughter to look for a car. She was willing to take anything because she had been without a car so long, because she had an accident and totaled her car, and we took a while to get her another car because she was working and she was busy and she didn't have time to go look, and then she went out of town, so it was just impossible to try to go find her a car. And finally I said, okay, we're taking the Saturday and we're just going to go look. And at that point, she just wanted anything. And I kept telling her, no, get the car you want. Make sure you want it. You're going to have this car. You're going to have to drive it. And the first car she drove was like a Ford Escort wagon. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I can't believe a 16-year-old girl wants a Ford Escort wagon. No offense to you if you have one, but it doesn't seem like a very teenagey car, So I said, are you sure? Are you sure you want this car? Yeah, I want this car. She drove it. When we get back on the lot, and the guy says, well, I have this one. And she gets a Pontiac G6, which looks more like a teenage car. And of course, she saw that, then that did away with the Ford Escort wagon. She didn't want that anymore. But my point is, you may be asking for a Ford Escort wagon, and the universe and God may have in mind for you a Porsche. But you're still stuck on this wagon. So if you could see the outcome, you would know you'd rather have the Porsche, I should say, as a German teacher. Shame on me for not pronouncing it the right way, Porsche. But you could have settled for that wagon when really you had a Porsche coming, because God saw you as being worthy and deserving of a Porsche. See what I'm saying? So when you ask for things, this or better, and if it's for your highest good, because we don't know what relationships have in store for us. We don't want to ask for things that aren't for our highest good. So the universe knows better than we do, and you need to trust it. So your dreams are being supported by a stream of love. And then honor yourself as a healer and know that you are a healer. And think about all the people whose lives you're touching simply by being who you are and by stepping into your light. And it doesn't mean, some people think it means you have to go and try to convert people and have them believe the things that you believe. That's not what it means. We all have to figure out our own path. We all have to figure out what we believe and what resonates with us. It's not about that. It's about being the person you are and being such a great model for people that, they see the joy in your life, they see the happiness, and they think, I want to have that too. What is that person doing that I'm not, that they have all that joy in their life? That's what it is. And that's what calls people to, I think, discover their true spirituality, is when they realize that something's missing and I don't have the happiness that those people do. Like, why do they have that? Then that's what causes people to really investigate what their belief systems are. So keep being the person that you are and honor your inner child always. Make time for yourself. So I hope that it was kind of discombobulated and a weird, I guess, little random message, but somebody needed to hear some of that, and maybe some of you needed to hear all of that. So I hope it resonated with you. I hope that you'll have a fantastic day. And if you are interested in trying to up-level spiritually, to learn more about how to manifest, as well as growing your spiritual connection, growing your spiritual life, please check out A Purposeful Pilgrimage. It's on special right now. You can find more information on my website, and there will be a link to my website in the description of this podcast. Also, check out my website if you're interested in Reiki. That's a really good way to honor your inner child because it's so relaxing and peaceful, and it brings your body back into balance. Sometimes our emotions get out of whack just through the daily life, just through all of the things we have to do, and all of the things that happen to us during the day can really throw us out of balance. And if you're interested in any essential oils, you can check out my site. I have a link to my doTERRA page. I am really enjoying wearing this bracelet around, this lava bead bracelet, and I'm putting different essential oils on it every day, and it's great. I love it, especially the lavender. It's very calming. So if you like my podcast, guys, please share it with your friends. Please leave me some stars or reviews on iTunes. I would sincerely appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm sending you massive love and light. Love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.